Hey there, chat. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ruin and I run the place. Did you miss me? I bet you missed me. Welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Oh, we're all kinds of excited. Let's get into this here. Alright, let's see what we've got. We got a couple throwing spears to put some bleeding on people. We've got some stuff to make mostly just pipes and cannon fuse. Anarchy is pretty straightforward. We got this neat stuff here. We've got the dangerous pocket watch that we need to figure out what happens when we upgrade that. So let's see what we can do here. In the uncursing machine, we will uncurse the dangerous pocket watch. You got an item, the uncursed pocket watch. The watch falls into your lap and hands now set at 11:42:14. The watch curse now resides within the machine. Want to project your consciousness into it in time. So let's see. Really? Okay, because when it was cursed, it was 13 muscle, mysticality, and moxie. It was so much better than the cursed duck call. That's interesting. This is notably worse. I mean, maybe there's like a negative side effect of using the cursed items. So maybe I messed up there. Well, maybe let's see what happens if we make it stronger by getting rid of the curse. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of a pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it's larger than you and the building and the street. Your whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse. Submarines turn to longships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when this ride will end. Calliope is sleeping on her towel. Hey! Hey, does it, baby? We're all hungry. Please help, I am a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. What strangeness afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever more in the need of thy assistance. Understand, whilst thou sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature of the paperwork is by me is required. Norborg. A provocative remark, sir, and by thee well made. Whoa there, hoss. What y'all got horns and rattles? Been dipping in nose paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Sure is, partner, sure is. Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Whoop pee pew, I'm the quickest draw in the West. To-do, open a door, eat a cat. I don't have dexterity. I don't know anything about dexterity, I'm a dinosaur. With 2 salad forks. No, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn a knob. With those 2 salad forks, you're completely contained in here, unless you figure out how to open doors. I don't know anything about dexterity, I'm a dinosaur. You slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Go to sleep. Talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy deed you found. You don't currently have any side quests. Oh, I don't have 9 muscle. Ooh. Let's see. Whoop. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Pull out the drawers. There we go. I'm gaining dexterity. Check for messages. There's nobody you need to call right now. Open the desk drawer. Unstitch the rug. Unfortunately, I don't have 9 muscle. I guess I could get around the dexterity check. Eat the phone. Attend thy temper. Whoops. Huh. Cats and their boons. Calliope at Murray's Antique Store grants Calliope's boon. Really groovy pocket watch you got there. I like the way it ticks and ticks. You understand me? Yes. A lot of power in that timepiece. A lot of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that groovy power, baby. Can you open the door? Greta garbled. He holds out his hand, absolutely smacking. Shake on it, baby. 5 dexterity. Yeah! I have now gained more dexterity. I can read the paper. Pursue the newspaper's clause markings only mirror holes in the page. Latin literature. You relate to most of the books they have here, but there was one travelogue by Diplodocus that proves moderately diverting. Alright, there's one thing that was 8 dexterity. What was it? Oh, there we go. Add to the list. Your talents carve the letters HELP into the chalkboard. You gain 1 dexterity. Alright, now I have 9 dexterity. Boy, this would be so much easier if I just used my muscles. Oh, can you open these doors for me? Signature, 9 dexterity. Much obliged, Flibbert. I hope from now on thy sleep is all the more sweet for its legal fortitude. Curious, sir, for I did not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? Now I'll find the telephone table thinker a key to satisfy thy need. Whoop. I ate it. Well. I might have messed up. Ah, with I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. Huh? We are the Alpha and Omega, you the beginning of time and I its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? I'm just trying to uncurse a pocket watch. Upgrade! Curse is lifted. I didn't go into the other room, dagnabbit. You no longer have a tail. Nuts. I wish I could go back in there now. Now it's 5. That's not even close to as good as it was before. It's gonna be interesting to do a dark magic run. All right. Let's see, you should talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy deed before you go to sleep. It seems pretty important. Charles, nothing for you, Charles. Hello, Fancy Dan. It's you again. You find Oliver? Yes. I don't like the sound of that. Oliver is gone. The handoff went extremely bad. Badly? Yeah, that too. You go over the events of the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in the story because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Says that the ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred to whoever has a physical possession of this deed. Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. I guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another to celebrate the new one. Good idea. I guess we ought to change the name of the place. Well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? Incisive, avant-garde. I don't know, like noblesse oblige. I like the purple door. Oh, it's just an example, but you're the boss. Your business? We make the beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else, and based on your story, I'd say the stuff in the factory isn't safe to use. If you can find booze, or mixers, or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check with Barnaby. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news, and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Alright. Buy him a drink. Lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. Alright. Well, now I guess I could go to sleep. Although, is there anything else I can do in Hobo Camp? Snap up the snap. Got more impenetrable shellac. Let's see. Oh, I can have him tag along. Hello there, friend. How's life treating ya? Oh, I'm doing all right. Say, I never got your name. I'm Obi. Pleased to meet ya. Likewise, Obi. I'm Florbert. How's the camp? Well, it's fine, but most of the fellas have got all kinds of stories about their travels, and it occurs to me that maybe I ain't done enough of that. Feeling wanderlust? Well, no, maybe I wouldn't quite put it that strong. Let's say, wanderthirst. You want to tag along with me? Well, now, you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. All right, I'm in. Are we heading out now, or do you want to wait for me to come someplace? Or do you want me to wait for you at someplace? And now's as good a time as any. Okay, you have it. All right, let's hit it. Let's see. You know anything about hobo code? My hobo code knowledge is increased. I was born in upstate New York. You wouldn't have heard of it. Nowheresville, man. I split that scene as soon as I was old enough to stick out my thumb. Doesn't sound like you miss it too much. What's to miss? I got the whole world stretched out in front of me. I bought this baby with me. It took a few trips. Okay. Oh, this is the hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile. So got any hobo code tips? Letters gave you the lowdown on the code. Sure, I can teach you a character or two. Hobo knowledge increased. How you liking the camp? It's real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. I'm thinking of getting a poker game together, if I can find anyone with a full deck. Made it at the abandoned grocery store, slouching around and generally staring off into space. Were you able to find any work? It's a shame. Right, don't let it get you down. How's the camp treating you? Definitely better than standing on the abandoned street corner. I don't suppose there's any chance of a punchline where you suddenly say something really elaborate and completely understandable, is there? Have any hobo code notes? He fishes an old store receipt out of his pocket and draws some very small symbols for you to squint at. Thanks. Yes. Nice that rain cleared up. Can you teach me some hobo code? Ooh, I can bewitch him. You waggle your fingers mystically at the Hobo King. You want to give me a boon. You to believe it to be your best interest. Are you trying to hypnotize me? That won't work because my crown is made of tinfoil. Oh, darn. Good effort, though. I don't know how you got your eyes all swirly like that, but it was impressive. I'll grant you the boon anyway. Great. King Johnny takes out a small notebook and writes glyphs on it and hands you the page. What's this? It's the hobo code symbol for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use it more often. Where are you from? Hoboken. Oh, of course you are. Hoboken. I think I've mostly learned the hobo code. Is there anything else at Dutch's house? Eerie Music House. Ooh. The eerie music coming from the upstairs window of a nearby house. It seems a pretty normal house in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan, constantly rising in its pitch. You knock but hear no response, so you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. It's good old Obi. Gives you a smooth nod. How's the hobo life treating you, Obi? I won't say I got no complaints, but there's never a dull moment. Why are you thinking of joining up? Considering all my luggage burned in a mysterious fire and I'm sleeping in the back room of a shady antique store, I kind of feel like I already have. Well, heck, we'll have you riding the rails in no time. Bunch of books about music theory, even the most basic ones would be totally beyond you. Plates rack is a statement piece. The statement is, I have too many plates. The tea time was a long time ago. There's nothing left but stains. Cabinets full of backup plates. Shelf of trophies from music competitions. Cabinet full of sheet music. You pull out a sheet, but it's all German. Und kannst das German gesprochen. The door is locked. I do not speak in German. The day stand, that's funny. Climate. Hello. Tired-looking man is playing a cello. Who are you? Why are you in my house? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I guess I have intrusive nature. My name is Flurbert Bailey. Well, I'm Ernst Zimmer. Forgive me for not stopping, but it's vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, It's probably that then. Listen to me. I had a dream, a premonition of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house, then the neighborhood, and then the world. Wow, that's quite a dream. Let's see. It's not just a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement and there's indeed a rift. As of now, it's still small. I must keep playing this cello or to prevent it from growing any larger. How does playing the cello help? The bass vibration reverberates downward and is focused by the circle of furniture downstairs. This resonance inhibits the rift. I don't really get it, but okay. Are you a physicist or something? No, I'm only a cellist. I cannot explain how I knew this would work. Okay. Do you mind if I have a look at this rift? Very well, I cannot blame you for wanting to see it with your own eyes. You will have to reach into my pocket and take the key for the basement yourself, as I require both hands to play. Please do not get too close to the rift. I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Probably just a trick of the light, plus your anxiety over the nightmare. Well, plus I'm pretty sure your living room furniture can create reality-strengthening sonic resonance waves. You're probably right, just an old man jumping at shadows, I suppose. Happens to the best of us. Don't worry, everything's fine. Hello. Maybe convincing Zimmer to stop playing the cello wasn't such a good idea after all. Should have taken a look. It would appear that the two ghosts are playing a very spirited game of chess. For murder competitions. That sure is a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Everything is expired. Cryptobotanist. Fostulgent Grunch. Alright, well, let's step through. Yep. You find yourself in an infinite void. Or, well, it looks like an infinite black void, but you have the uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Thrumping spike of nega energy. This creature is built more or less like a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze and or smoke and or just plain raw darkness, it is a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in its chest, about where its sternum would be, and as you draw near you can feel it radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off of a radiator, except the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looks like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absent-mindedly flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change pretty quickly if you try to interfere with it. Like, say, if you tried to pry the glowing crystal out of its chest. Oh, I don't have enough muscle. The creature looks like it could become very aggressive and dangerous if you mess with it. Ooh, I can pluck it? Oh, that turns it back on. Ooh, you approach the shambling shadow beast, which continues to shamble. The crystal in its chest sparkles importantly at you. The creature looks extremely weak, almost docile. Pull out the crystal. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls, and its long, spindly arms flail ineffectually at you. Barely cognizant of your actions, plunge your hand into the murky flesh, fingers questing through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage. Creaking, cracking, snapping like dry branches, you grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sigh of smoke. The crystal is both warm and cold in your hand and has a slight buzz vibration to it. Take it with you. A rift crystal. Something tells you this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. Nah. We should see if it's changed anything. It occurs to you that taking that weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now and you'd prefer to keep it. Smash the crystal. You pull a hammer out of your inventory, or you don't actually have a hammer, whatever object would best hammer adjacent, and give the crystal a solid thwack. It makes a sound like a baby being torn in half and bursts into glitter shards that shoot off into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, I was gonna say massive earthquake, but since you aren't standing on the ground, you wouldn't feel that. It's more of an everything quake. You should probably get out of here. You dive back through the rift just before it collapses, vanishes, and heals. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Ernst Zimmer's basement, and not some kind of horrible between dimensions purgatory. You run up the stairs to tell Ernst the good news. Hello, I fixed and closed the rift. You did? That's wonderful, I owe you my life. And probably also my house's life. Take this cello, I have no further need of it, and to be quite frank with you, the thought of playing it ever again only pains me. Thanks. Your muscle plus 3 physical damage. Ooh. It's very much the same as the fishing rod. Most frusculent grunchels you've ever seen. Ah, it's fixed. Pool of some thick black tar-like substance. Investigate. The only thing in a nearby shelf in the old basement junk. The bottom shelf. The second shelf. Jam jars, dust. Creativity in a way that nobody will ever know, except for you. Third shelf. A fuse. It's full of little screws, rubber bands, stuff like that. Looks like when Zimmer's kitchen junk drawer got too full, he just dumps it in here. Since you're already looking, you sift through it for a second and find a fuse that still looks good. Zimmer probably won't mind or even know if you pocket it. A few old tins of varnish and a big bucket of tar as you watch a drip of tar slowly leaks out of the hole in the bottom of the bucket and plops in the puddle below. Well, there you go. Mystery solved. Sit fish in the tar. Gob of tar. Too empty to fish it right now. Where Zimmer keeps all his rubble. So, okay, if you go down here while he's still playing, it looks like that. Yeah, let's get out of here. Do I have enough moxie now? I don't remember. Well, well, look at here what we have here. You don't scare me, bread boy. You're all alone, and I can take on one of these guys easy. What about me and my friend behind you? Tough guy. Nice try, but that's the oldest trick in the book. No, I'm actually back here. Oh. Challenge him to a bake-off. We're the best bakers in town. Well then, forget that musclehead fighting stuff. Let's settle this with a bake-off. A bake-off against you? You're no baker. Don't make me laugh. Maybe not, but I am a cheese wizard. And the challenge party I get to pick the topic. The best cheese Danish wins. Cheese Danish, What's the matter, boys? Scared? No, but it's not like we can just bake a Danish right here in the middle of the street. Well, that's fair. We'll meet back here in 1 hour. But you better show up, or everyone will know you have backed down from the challenge. You're on, sucker. Just you wait. The doughboys race off towards their hideout. And you casually stroll away. What are you going to do with this handful of cream cheese now? Handful of cream cheese. Kind of weird, knobbly rock. Square him through. Huge mound of loose sugar. I guess once I alerted them, there was no getting around the fight. Ah. Gross dough at Flurbert Bailey. That's awful. Who would I like to knock down? You're going to attack my boy? No. Wow, you're still gonna do 4 sleaze. Let's hit you with a Parmesan Miskel. And you... Sleaze, hey? I don't think I'm wearing the sleaze protection anymore. I went back to 3 HP. Hot damage. Play a hot lick on the Joven's the Tosser, dealing 3 hot damage. 1 physical damage and 1 bleeding. This will end Obi the Hobo's turn. Yeah, let's cause some perma-bleed. There we go. All right. Improve myself. Get some 5 HP. Let's hit him for some sleaze damage. Presto Chidaro. Oh, yikes. You're not gonna live. He's gonna kill him. Yeah. I think Obi the Hobo has got 10 HP. He does. Nuts. Well, kill him. All right. Goodbye, Obi. Sorry, buddy. All right. These guys have 9 HP. Yeah. Stench damage. To you. Death to you. Sleazy death to you. All right, turd. Kill. Bonkin. Oh no! Turret! Kill. Freshly baked dough, clammy dough blob, chef's hat. Another chef's hat. Mountain of unsold snackle cakes. A little strange that this group of doughboys didn't immediately attack you when you were roughing up the other group of them. Maybe they don't like each other very much. Yeah, we'll fight these ones too. Oh, are you kidding? You just instantly killed my turtle? You demons? That's not good. Oh boy. Man, these guys are death. Boy, I regret not killing these guys earlier. I think we're gonna lose this one. Oh, goodness. We are in trouble. Pow. Oh, goodness. I'm stupid. That's just enough, though. No, it's not. He's gonna live. Kill him. Oh, boy. Shake it up. Blow him up. Got him. Boy, we got no items from him. I guess we get items from killing the other guys. Glow nut, glowing ooze, ice stone. Plus 3 physical armor. I don't think I want any of these right now. Whoops. Well, I have to get some more mana and rich flower somewhere. I guess we'll go to sleep. How's the weather up there? Up there? You're taller than me. Oh, up on the property ladder. I almost can't see up there. Let's see. I live in the back of an antique store. Well, I hope to join in an antique storeroom of my own soon enough. But a fellow like me gotta sell if he wants to meet on the property ladder. Luckily, I got nearly, with stuff I got nearly sells itself. Paperclip. That's a paperclip. Is it ever? I don't know if I need a paperclip right now. Guess your documents keep themselves from flying off in the wind. I guess keep themselves from flying off in the wind. Guess your nose secures itself against the wild odors. Okay, I'll buy one. Increase a target's stench armor by 3. Oh. Interesting. Do I have 5 on all stats? I don't, and I am 2 away from getting this thing. Hold on, I'm gonna wander. Correct his calculations. You lean through the window and make a few improvements on his work. You get pat on the head and walk off whistling. He shouts terrible curses at your back. Honestly, there wasn't all that much to correct. Now, I can buy plus 5 XP from fights. And that will give me enough to go to the boardwalk and do the next game. Let's see. Give them a music lesson, fight them. Alright, let's immediately summon a friend. And then he's a mysticality guy, buffing everybody's abilities, and he's just going to punch me. So I am going to Placticus him. Let's see. Is he immune to hypnosis or something? Goblins can't be hypnotized. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. All right. Immune to bleeding. Well, then let's do this. And kill him off. He's immune to bleeding, so let's burn him. And sleaze. And now we will cheese him twice and he will die. Glockenbrat. Cool, I guess. Do I have any new hats? Chef's hat, welding hat. Another chef's hat. Okay. Okay, I can sell this then. All stats plus 10 meat. Colorful clown pants. Ooh, okay. These white pants with colorful polka dots are a pair of them. That's neat. All right. And I bet you I should probably put the pants items on these clown pants. Currently wearing colorful clown pants. Spray asbestos on them? Yes. I wish I'd kept the sleaze protection. I could make them even better. Okay, I should have kept that. I shouldn't have put it on immediately. Do I have to win? 7 on all stats. Max HP by 5. Removes 5 HP and stores bleeding. Alright. I guess we'll buy another reading. Yes, the extracting treasure. This is your first day. The card regards an event in your adolescence involving a church. I don't remember anything like that. Oh, the dexterous golfer. I don't think the dexterous golfer is a real card. Card means you're on a boardwalk. Ah, yes, it's true. The last card tells the future. It's the Jack of Soups. I don't think the Jack of Soups is a real card. Your future holds new pants. I'll look forward to it. Got a new perk, Skeptical. Cool. Ooh, +1 Mysticality. I like it. Getting these perks that are upping my stats, which is nice. Let's see. Combat skills, perks. Maybe you're in a mirror somewhere. Extra XP for learning new things in the news. Ranged weapon attacks. Muscles. Oh, my ranged weapon attack is up because of this. So I should go back to the fishing line. Muscle, Moxie, Mysticality. Physical armor, more HP, warm hands, contemplative, doughboy, aloof. Cool. Alright, now we'll sleep. As you're walking through Ocean City, you encounter a mailbox that's been tipped over by some vandals. We fix it for some free XP. Hey, Fleur, but before you go to bed, I need you to approve new tenants for the storefront next door. What's up with that? Why is that up to me? Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Okay. Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. A jewelry store could really class up old Plunkin Street. Second is Truncheons and Bludgeons. This fellow is really excited about weaponry. The last applicant is Texas Instruments. Guys from Texas selling musical instruments. Huh. The instrument store would be if we were doing a Moxie run, but we are not. The weapons store is definitely interesting. I'm gonna go with the jewelry store. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the storefront ready for applicants. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Go to sleep. There's my cat. Pet my cat. I got Fleurbert Spoon. Yes. All of your favorite pants gone. Let's see. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Jeff, listen, I no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay. Just swats the overdue library book out of your hands. I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all of your teeth. If this is actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. You got an item, your teeth. Okay. You'd better get away from him before he knocks out something more important than your dream teeth. It's that creepy Crimbo lady from the refrigerator factory. Now it's in literal nightmare form. Why are you in a hurry to wake up? Darling, it's Crimbo. You should be making merry. Crimbo is still months away. Oh, but it's always Crimbo in dreams, dear. Merry Crimbo, then. Merry Crimbo, dearie. I don't have time to properly introduce myself before. I'm Dark Noel. An affection as goofy as her name. An affectation as goofy as her name. You're really taking this motive seriously, right down to your weird, evil-loving Crimbo hat. Her smile falters a little. Evil-looking? I don't look... I told you at the refrigerator factory, it's just a... Wait. She points the weird device she's holding at her hat. It starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. You're telling me that you can see the special Crimbo magic with your eyes? Yes, if that's what it is. This is decidedly unfestive news. I better talk to the president. You want to talk to Calvin Coolidge about your Crimbo hat? I want to talk to the real president about you. I see. Well, that's a problem, dearie. As soon as you... Yes, that's the problem, dearie. As soon as you... and I'll see you soon with the solution. She scowls, and jumps off the ledge, whatever this is you're standing on. Ominous. Alright, a bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. You got an item, the Melting Mind. Step through into the waking world. Hello? What the heck? Who? Okay. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars? A bus pass. The stop at our front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. You got an item, the bus pass. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get a more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. Crystal Dream Lake postcard. The Crystal Dream Lake Lighthouse. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. Guess I can't argue with that logic. Alright. Hello. Blonde flapper cracker chewing her gums, then gives you a smarmy grin with a wave. Hey there, big boy, you Flurbert and Bailey. That's me. Pleased to meet you. I'm Molly. Molly Buttons, they call me. Charmed. So, how do you know my name? The boss sent me to lend you a hand and to keep an eye on you, savvy? What? Hey now, I put in my 2 weeks notice before I left Pogoski, fair and square. Not that boss, ya palooka. The boss. You know, the mob boss. Oh, that boss. I can't tell if you got a screw loose or if you're just funning with me. I like to keep people guessing. So what, you supposed to partner up with me? That's the deal, McNeil. And do what? What's a 20-something girl like you working for the mob anyway? I ain't just a pretty face. She pulls a Tommy gun with a full-size drum magazine from behind her back, gives it a flip in the air and catches it with mad glitter in her eyes. Holy jeez, put that away before somebody sees. Cripes, you have to whisper the boss, but you're fine waving a machine gun around in public? So we teaming up or what? See, sure, why not? Welcome to the party. You want I should come with you right now or cool my heels at the purple door for you? Let's come along. Obi, mind waiting for me at the purple door? Suits me just fine. My dogs are barking up a storm. You got it. Let's hit the bricks. Reminds me of your fable about Sherlock Holmes, sorty. The case of assorted jewelry. Hi, my name's Flurbert. Hello, I'm Dorothy Rodkins. If you want a ring or an amulet, whatever old Dotty Rods will fix you right up. What do you have for sale? Bacon stone brooch. 1 mysticality. A fancy tie. 1 moxie. Well, I can't afford either one of them. Oh wait, I could sell you some stuff. I can sell you a chef's hat. That's all, folks. Got 2 crowbars. Yeah, I guess I could sell one. I could sell all these shoes, too. I don't really need them. Increase stench armor by 5 until you eat something else. The Gagette. Why you shouldn't make stuff like this. That's cool. Clean water, holy water, heavy boots. I don't need a lot of these things. I can probably get rid of a bunch of them. You're gonna need to take the bus to Crystal Dream Lake before it will be useful. Side quest. Don't have any side quests. Alright. I have 18 XP. My effects. I have no effects. Except Flurbert's Boon. Alright. Yeah, my muscle, moxie, and mysticality are way down. So... weapons, offhand items, accessories. Rings. Food. Okay, there we go. Max HP, stench armor, mysticality, muscle, moxie, physical armor by 3, physical armor by 1. All right. Wow, my max HP is down to 10. That's awful. And I have no hat. That's why. That helps. Still got the Cold War Haversack. +2 stench armor. Spooky armor. Turt the turtle. Aloha turt. I like this guy better. And then potions, hot armor, melee attacks, hard armor, muscle, hand washing gasoline, moxie, spooky armor, magical weapon, muscle, maximum AP, sleaze armor. Ooh, that's a good one actually. This might be really good. I need to apply a different weapon. Oh, I know how to figure it out. Yeah, I will fight some folks, and then I will shove past them. If I shove past them, I get 8 XP. Cool. So, hold on. Mysticality. So that might be a magic weapon. Let's do physical damage. So let's see, what kind of damage do we do? Actually, back here. Fight them. A bird! Alright, physical damage. Let's, warp all of his stats. -5 to all stats. So, this would do 8 physical damage right now. So, we will... Hiya! And then we will... 8. Molly buttons will kneecap Rum Thumb for 3 physical damage, reducing muscle by 3. This will end the turn for Molly. We'll shoot a random enemy for 1 physical damage 7 times. Let's knock down your muscle. Bummer. I guess we could get rid of the rest of his moxie. We can kneecap him again. Bonk. Oh, nuts. When he knocked down our abilities, he knocked down our ability to take away his stuff, too. Hiya! Death to you. Oh, it only did 4 because we've just lost so much. It's heartbreaking. Hacha! I bring you death! Excessive death! And thus shall be your doom. Freshly baked roll, clammy dough glob, doughy doughboy loaf, 12 meat, and Merlin got stronger. Yay, Merlin. Don't take the bus. First, we will now put on the chef's hat and see if that changes how much damage we do. I'll take another paperclip. Let's do some bean shooter practice. Every little bit helps. Seems like maybe we shouldn't be shooting guns in the middle of the city. Baloney, it's Kopectic. The fuzz here ain't worth a plugged nickel. And who else is gonna raise a beef when we're clearly healed? I'll take your word for it as soon as I figure out what that was. Molly's Moxie increased by 1. I want to get my typewriter a quick tune-up. The sight on it's kind of hinky. Cut yourself a piece of cake. I'll be right back. Cool, so we just increased her Moxie randomly. Let's see. Excuse me, my good chap. Might you have a match on your person? Yes, but I might need it later. Oh, well, thank you. All the same, toodaloo. Oh, nuts. And the price is going up. Alright, now it's time. So... it does seem to have increased. I don't know if that's just because they have different armor. Even that's not evil enough for holy water to do anything. Alright, 8 sleaze damage, 9 physical damage, 9 physical damage. Boy, I have no health. Why do I have no health? Oh, it's because I took off the hat. Man, they're gonna kill me. He's immune to hypnosis. Alright, well there's that. Gonna take some smelling salts. It's not enough to kill him. Oh man, I am very screwed. Boy, he's gonna kill me. I just lost. Weapon attack. Bonk. I don't think she's gonna live through this. Yeah, I just can't put my finger on it. Something about the way that he murdered me. Oy. Fight. Yeah, I think I'm doing more damage because this is magic. Tick-tock. Call in some help. 12. Alright. Death! Whoopsies. You didn't even get your turn. All right, let's try this. And we'll go walking again. Sorry. Let's see. One of them is waving its arms mystically. They are conjuring flour? That's a good trick, but it doesn't seem like a great idea to stand there breathing it. One of them is having... none of them have cigarettes. They're all just smoke coming from. Ow. We are so dead. Wow. I need to make more of that solvent. Because holy smoke. Alright, you're gonna kill me. He's gonna shoot all of us. And you're gonna kill my bird. $24. Nothing matters in this world. Oh, that's better. Man, I need a muscle killing ability. The Moxie killing ability is not going to help me. Gotcha. Stay dead. All right. As for you... You got 24. 4 muscle left. His thing was all Moxie, though, so he's down to nothing. Hurl a ball of slimy dough at Merlin for 9 sleaze damage. Well, we can end his muscle entirely. You won't kill anybody. Oh no, you could kill this guy. But this guy's just gonna kill everybody. So let's just kill that. There we go. Alright, this is doable. We could drop his Moxie. No, he'll just die. Shoot him. Sleaze him up. And death to you. Oh wow, he lived. Another chef's hat. Also, my thing hits a lot harder now. Sure. Alright. Gave me 5 XP for it. Emily Bronze. Zero idea what you're doing though. Well, me neither, but it doesn't stop me. You're an inspiration to all of us. Ring out the lichen. Got sword grease. Another fight. Ooh. Heal its most wounded ally for 7 HP. Yeah, so this is definitely a magic weapon, so that's good to know. So we're gonna clickety-clock. And then we'll stinchen. And then this guy will just fork to death. Alright, fish liver oil. And Merlin is stronger yet again. Okay, so that's all we needed to know. So for right now, we're gonna call it. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you had a lovely time. Please leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, because I do love to hear from you. When we go back, we're going to go to the Camp Crystal Lake place and probably find some Jason Voorhees or whatever. But it'll be all kinds of fun. Not sure exactly what's going to happen next, but I'm having fun. I love this RPG kind of nonsense, and it's short and simple. The HP is super low, so there's not a lot of complication to it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Everything is high stakes. Anywho, I shall see you in the not too distant future. I know you're gonna miss me, but try not to miss me too much, okay? Bye!